Pantoja and Asukura are headlining UFC 310 that's taking place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for the flyweight title. This is happening tomorrow, Saturday, December 7th. And today I wanted to get into my predictions for the UFC 310 card. Now, before I actually get into the early prelims, I just want to say real quick, I am sorry for the little bit of break time I've had since I've last posted. I did have the John Jones versus Stipe fight reaction recorded. I ended up not posting it. I got caught up with some stuff. I didn't get around to editing it. I am finishing this semester in school right now, so been a little focused on that. But I do have a lot of videos that I do want to get out for you guys during this little winter break that I will be having. But anyways, I want to get this video up for you guys because this is another pay-per-view happening actually tomorrow. So let's just get right into it with the early prelims. We have Chris Weidman, and I think this fight was supposed to happen in UFC 309. It didn't end up happening. Actually, let's just go back even further. I'm not gonna get into this Kennedy fight. Not too familiar with these guys, but we have Clay versus Chase Hooper. Been following Chase Hooper for a little bit now. I think he was like in the Contender Series or Tough. I forget one of them, but I saw him fight there. And that was a while ago, and I think he like took a decent break, right? From November and then May. Maybe I might be mistaken, but I thought he took like a little bit of a break and then he came back and he started like submitting everyone. But he does seem like the favorite here, minus 1,000. That's quite a big favorite right there. Clay, he has that one clip where like he burped on like the bench or something like that on when he was in the corner. Other than that, I don't know too much about him. I do know he's been in the UFC for quite a while, but to have Chase Hooper this big of a favorite, I'll probably go with Chase. That's a big favorite here. We have Michael Michael versus Max Griffin. Max is the favorites here. I am familiar with Michael and Griffin, not too much. It does look like he has some decent wins. Lost to Griffin or lost to Magny, I mean, but he's coming off of a win right now. He is the favorite, not too big of a favorite. I might have to go with Michael here. Yeah, he beat Ferguson in August, lost to Holland in July. Michael is a more familiar name for me. Know a little more about him. Probably gonna go with him here. I've seen Joshua Van fight before. I forget which one it was, but I might have. No, I don't remember which one it was, but I'm pretty sure he looked pretty good. He had a knockout win here, it seems, and then he got knocked out in round three, 20 seconds into the round. Yeah, I'll probably go Joshua here. We have the Chris Weidman versus Eric fight. I'm probably gonna go with Chris Weidman here, and they are hosting the early prelims, featured early prelims, which is kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure they were in the main card for 309, but now they are all the way in the early prelims. But the early prelims look pretty good. Early prelims start at 6 p.m. tomorrow, so that's pretty early start for some decent amount of fights. Overall though, I feel like this event, it looks like it's a lot of decent names, but like it's not like star names. So like I feel like it kind of balances it out. Like once you have all these kind of decent fights that are interesting, I think it balances out instead of having like a John Jones or whatever. If you guys understand what I mean. Anyways, though, going into the prelims, I mean, normally I don't even really get into the early prelims, but these early prelims look pretty decent, so I might actually be tuning in at 6 p.m. tomorrow. But we have Brian Battle. He was the tough winner. He's been looking pretty good. Dyed his hair pretty recently. He's been winning, and I think he's the favorite here against Randy Brown. Randy Brown, he is coming off of a few wins. Um, Hopefully this fight is pretty interesting. I probably will go with Brian Battle here. And Aljamain Sterling is actually fighting on the prelims. Ranked number 9 going against ranked number 5 in the featherweight. So it's interesting. Aljamain Sterling is not the favorite here. Movzar, I believe, That's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Has a win against Ige, has a win against Diego, and has a win against Allen as well. These are some pretty big names. And that is the reason why he is the favorite against Aljamain Sterling, who moved up to the featherweight not too long ago, and beat Cater. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his first fight in the featherweight after losing to O'Malley. Movzar, I probably give the win to. He is the favorite here. He does have some pretty good names under his belt. I think this fight might be a little bit of a challenge for Aljamain Sterling. He is a former bantamweight champion though, but I mean, moving up a weight class, fighting someone like Movzar, um, be interesting and exciting to see that fight. And I'm kind of glad it is in the prelims because I'm not too sure if I will be watching the pay per view. I'm not gonna be lying. Anyways, we have Luke versus Garimbo. Not too sure if I butchered his last name, sorry if I did. He is the favorite though, coming off of some wins right here. It looks like he's coming off of 4 wins. Last fought October 2024, not too long ago, honestly. And Luke is the underdog in this fight, coming off that loss against Buckley in March. I might have to go with Luke here. I'm not sure. This guy, Garimbo, coming off 3 wins. Let's see, unanimous decision, knockout, round one knockout. I'm not sure. I might have to go Luca here. This does look like it's seeing if he can get his rank. I'll go with Luca here. We have Anthony Smith versus Dominic Reyes. Anthony Smith been commentating. I've been seeing him a lot behind the commentating booth, but he is fighting tonight. Lost to Dolice, and that was in June 2024. So early on this year, we have Dominic Reyes. I think he fought kind of recently as well this year. That was in June 2024 as well. So they fought around the same time. I might have to go Dominic Reyes here. He is a favorite. Anthony Smith. I am kind of excited for this fight. These are two names that will I know put on a show and it will be a good fight. And now getting into the main card. These are some actually pretty good fights for the prelims. I'm not gonna lie, the early prelims as well. So that's pretty interesting. And like I said, let's just get straight into the main card. We have Nate versus Duho Choi. Nate, I feel like I've seen a few fights. His face does look familiar. I feel like I've seen that fight because I feel like I remember that. I forget what fight that was. He is coming off of a win. He lost to Ige. Last fought March 30th, 2024. Nate the Train. I feel like I've seen him fight. He is a favorite against Duho Choi, but I might have to go with Duho Choi here. Round two knockout. I think Duho might take this fight. And for the main card, I am gonna go into a little more specific of how I think they will win. I think I'm gonna go Duho Choi round two knockout. That is my prediction for Bryce Mitchell against Gracie. Um, Gracie's coming off of a loss, but it was a unanimous decision loss. Bryce Mitchell, I think his last fight was when he got dropped pretty badly by Emmett, and yeah, it was knockout round one. Pretty bad. Glad to see he's back though. It is quite scary to see knockouts like that. Glad he's back inside the octagon. He has an interesting personality. He is a pretty big favorite as well against Gracie. I'll probably go with Bryce Mitchell though. I don't know if it'll be a knockout win. I'll probably go split decision win for Bryce Mitchell. Shogun versus Alexander Volkov, ranked number 2 versus ranked number 3 in the heavyweight division. Shogun coming off of a win. He had that loss against John Jones, but then came back with a knockout win in round 2. Alexander Volkov, I think he last fought Pavlovich, which is correct, and that was a unanimous decision win. I kind of want to go with Volkov here, but I feel like the smart prediction would be to go with Sorogan. Um, I'd kind of want to see Alexander Volkov win though, but I'm probably gonna go with Sorogan. If we're trying to actually get all these predictions right, I might have to go with Sorogan here, and I will go unanimous decision win. That's my prediction. We have Shavkat versus Ian Machado Gary. Ian, I feel like we all know him. Safkat, he has been doing really good inside the UFC as well. I don't know if that many people know him. Doesn't really speak English, but he is really good. He has been coming off of a lot of wins. He beat Thompson, Wonder Boy. He beat Neil and Magny, and that was in 2022, 2023. But his last fight was December 2023. Ian Machado Gary coming off of a win against MVP, unanimous decision. I feel like that fight was. I don't remember if I liked that fight. I feel like I didn't like that fight. I am gonna have to go with Shavkat here. Ian Gary. Some people like him, some people don't. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but just fighting wise, I think I am gonna have to go with Shavkat in this fight. Getting to the main event of UFC 310, Pantoja versus Kai Asukura. This event, this fight, I think will actually be pretty good. I looked into Kai a little bit, wasn't familiar too much with him. And that's because, as you guys might see, he doesn't actually have a ranking, and that's because he's coming straight from a different division, different league. Ryzen, he was a champion there, and he's getting an immediate title shot. I don't know if I really agree with that. I do think he is good from the highlights that I have seen. But sometimes I just don't really know if I like people getting immediate title shots. I mean, people say that Alex got a pretty quick road to the title because of his beef with Izzy. Michael Chandler had a pretty good or pretty fast title shot, but I think this one is even faster, an immediate title shot. And that is because he was a champion there. He did do very successful there. He does have pretty great knees of the body that I've seen. He does look like a great striker. I don't know if he beats Pantoja. Pantoja has been doing really good as well. Um, I had Usyk beating him. Ended up losing in a unanimous decision. But I don't know. I think this fight, I might have to go with Kai. He has been looking good, but it's just like the fact that it is an immediate title shot. I don't know if that plays any factors into this fight. I don't know if that might change the way he fights. I think he is professional enough to maybe not let it get to him. He's not young like Raul Roses Jr., where a big stage I think will not really affect him that much. Because he was a champ, and Ryzen wasn't really a small league. It looked like they had quite a lot of fans over there. But yeah, I think I might have to go with Kai here. Maybe I'll give him actually even a round two knockout. I think that is my prediction. Maybe even a round three. Knee to the body ends it. I don't know. Just from the highlights, it looked like he is has pretty good placements with his knees and knows how to utilize them pretty well. But that is my predictions for UFC 310. It does look pretty interesting. There are some good names on here. Not really any like big title fight. I don't think this is a huge title fight. I unless they make it interesting, maybe I think Kai might be able to make this fight a little interesting. I don't really know if I've been liking Pantoja's last few fights. That's just me personally. Maybe that is because he took the belt from Brandon Moreno, and maybe there's a little bit of bias. I'll be honest. But anyways, though, I do think Kai is going to win this fight. Let me know who you guys have winning down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are watching this right when I publish it, I'll probably be streaming as well on the same channel. So maybe if you guys want to stop by, say what's up, let me know what your guys' thoughts about this event on that live. That is it though, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to stay fresh.